Everybody would say that they know how to build landing pages, but do you really know how to build effective landing page? Because a 1% improvement in campaign conversion can lead to 10 times more better results on your campaign. So check this out and let me tell you how to do it right away. Let's start first of all to see the impact of improvement in any campaign. Check out this quick Excel that I have put together. As you can see, if we change the conversion rate from 1% to 2% or to 0.5%, you can see by keeping the value order same, profitability same, but by just converting more users, you can see at the end of the day, you are able to get a 10x ROI every time you just make an improvement by 1%. So where do you start? I think the first and foremost thing is to make sure that your pages really are fast, because as patent laws tell that for every 1 second delay you are losing your traffic by half. So basically that means that the first 0 to 2 seconds experience of your page is super important. Your page important aspects should get loaded within that time, and people should be able to start interacting within that time. Even Google by itself has announced in its latest search and algorithm is that they are going to have page speed as one of the most important criteria of ranking. So every time if your page is slow, I think the battle is lost then and there. Make sure that your pages are really fast. So here are a few tools that I personally use to optimize images. You can use tiny.png or you can use Smash or Short Pixel and be able to convert images down to the right size, keeping sure that those images do not get distorted. I can tell you from my own experience that images by default are always large in size, so you always have to optimize. Keep it like right up there as your checklist. One other thing that you can do is there's a Chrome extension called Download All Images, which will allow you to download all the images of your page or any page at one place. So you can just quickly download and be able to see the size of all the images and be able to see who are your devils that you need to get fixed. So once the images are optimized, the other aspect that you need to take care of is basically some technical adjustments into your page. You may need a developer for this, but hear me out at least the keywords so you can Google further on this. One, you have to enable caching, which means that your page gets retrieved faster. The other would be signing up for a content distribution network, CDN. Then the third thing would be making sure that your page, all unused JavaScript or any of the code that is not in use has to be removed. And then fourth would be if you have to change hosting or overall technology of the page, then go for it. So these few things will make sure that your page really loads fast, and after doing these adjustments, you should be around 3 to 4 second mark. If you are able to do that, I think you are in good company. If not, just go back to these 1, 2 and 3 points that I mentioned. One, page optimization by checking what aspects are taking more time, page optimization through image compression and image optimization, and page optimization through technical changes. So once the page speed aspects are fixed, now you have to focus your attention on user experience and I would say content copy of the page. So for order to do this, let me give you an example. How about you see and tell me what is the problem when, say, this is the ad and this is the landing page. Do you see any problem here? Okay, so congratulations to those who were able to figure it out. But for everybody else, basically if you see this ad copy, while it is good, it does not matches what person really reads or sees when he clicks on the adjoining landing page. So you see there's a disconnect basically, and whenever there's friction, there's disconnect, that is a user experience problem. So that's the first lesson around content copy. Make sure that your ad copy and the first thing that the user reads when he clicks on a page should be matching. Now here's a corrected way I've put together. Here is the copy and here's the landing page. So everything should be matching, even the colors, the fonts, the overall experience If you have put a promise in the ad, then it should be prominently be matching. So everything as much as matched with the overall user experience, from clicking to landing on the page, as much as it matches, the better it is. So that's your first lesson, making sure that there's symmetry. Then apart from that, make sure that you use basically a honest tagline. There is no clickbaity thing, because then again people will come but not convert. And making sure that overall the quality of the design or the page and everything is according to the liking of the end user. Now how do you test this? Let me tell you. You can check quality by using a few tools which I've been using a lot and see really good results for myself. So there's no real theoretical way, but there's a very practical way to check quality of your page. The first tool that I want to recommend is Attention Insight. What Attention Insight does is basically give you AI based mapping of what the eye really see on a page, what things really get highlighted, and how the user would see this page. So always check your landing page on Attention Insight and see that it is basically covering the optimal score and your important aspects are really very clear to the end user. The other thing that you can use is any of the tool like Peppertype, which basically would generate content, variations of content that you can try out, and by combining it by using Headline Studio, which gives you a mark for every headline, gives you a score based on their own AI algorithm on terms of empathy, how the user would think about these words, and how it would make feel when a user reads these words. It will give you a score. So use that and check out the effectiveness of any headline. Once you have shortlisted a few winners, make sure that you always have 2 or 3 variations, and then you really test. So basically don't ever stop on creating one page and just basically be dependent on it. Always have 2 to 3 variations of the page, at least in terms of headline, in terms of copy, and test them, because data will always have I'd say the honest understanding rather than your own gut feeling. So make sure that you have 2-3 variations, you check them out and you see which one is effective, and then eventually you find your winner, and then you basically go in and put in more money into your campaign. Too much to absorb? So what I've done is I've put in the links of all the tools that I've spoken about in the description of the video, so you can check out from there. And I have put together a landing page checklist that you can just download and take a print out of it and just follow it. So everything I've covered is in the form of a checklist, and you can right away use it. You can find the link to download it again in the comment. Thank you so much, and looking forward. Hope you like this content.